I don't have a drop of Irish blood in me, but I do like this song about Ireland. It's a lost love song. It was somewhat based on a real story. I mean, this young woman and I, we traveled through Ireland. We rode on horseback across the Irish countryside. We kissed the Blarney Stone. We walked the Galway coast from youth hostel to youth hostel because they're cleverly placed in such a way that they're a day's walk from one another. So it was a wonderful time in Ireland. And but there was a break, and it ended, and I went off elsewhere, and she continued to explore in Ireland. And so I think about Ireland with that kind of thing in mind, and it is a little bit like what the wonderful Irish poet William Butler Yeats thought about a place that he went to, I believe, when he had a broken heart as well. It was in a county in the northwest corner of Ireland, county called County Sligo, and there was a lake, and there was an island in the lake, and the island was called Innisfree. He wrote about it. He said, "I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree, and a small cabin build there of clay and wattles made. 9 bean rows will I have, a hive for the honey bee, and live alone in the bee-loud glade. And I shall have some peace there. For peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the heavens to where the crickets sing. Here midnight's all a glimmer, noon's a purple glow, evening full of the linnet wings. I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. When I stand upon the roadway and on the pavements gray, I hear it in the heart's deep core." Pleasant to be tired. I'll take tea with milk, my friends. I'm off to bed. Satisfactory thoughts from a summer's traveling are in my head. And I'm glad of milk with tea and good company, and that one who was with me to Ireland is she, to the lake at Innisfree, and I am left to laugh and cry and muse about a county Sligo fantasy. Habits on the road, likes and loves we cultivate, we grow in them. How we would delight conversations at night round rough tables, making friends, whiskey in our tea makes good company, and that one who was with me to Ireland is she, to the lake at Innisfree, and I am left to laugh and cry and muse about a county Sligo fantasy. I'll thumb down one more lorry just to hear one more story She heard the special callings in the Irish landscape, making her grand to her grand escape. I'm left low, I know what cold winds bode. She's gone off to follow her high road. There's also William Butler Yeats who wrote this one. He said, "Had I the heavens embroidered cloths, and wrought with the gold and the silver light, the blue and the dim and the dark cloths of night and light and the half-light, I would spread the cloths under your feet. But I, being poor, have only my dreams. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams." To Ireland is she, to the lake it is free, and I'm left to laugh and cry and use but a county Sligo fantasy. Okay, thank you.
But I'm going to do a poetical prelude and preface that by saying that I've got 21 more months before I retire. And work has been very difficult lately, but I've always been able to justify I can do anything for 21 more months and kind of justify it that way. And most of the time I believe that. What's keeping me going right now is that I have a vacation this summer with my family, and for the first time for all three of us, we're going overseas to the British Isles, and we're going to do the whole tour of the British Isles, including all of the UK and the Republic of Ireland. And there's lots of things I'm excited about there. We'll be able to visit the Lake Country on one-day trip, which leads me to remember that in 1791, several of the lake poets, including Samuel Taylor Coleridge, got deep into an opium evening. And Coleridge woke up in the middle of what was essentially an opium dream, and he developed one of the epic poems of the 18th century. It goes like this. In Xanadu did Kubla Khan a stately pleasure-dome decree, where Alph the sacred river ran through caverns measureless to man down to a sunless sea. And twice 5 miles of fertile ground with rocks and towers were girded round. And there were gardens bright with sinuous rills, where blossomed many an incense-bearing tree. A savage place as holy and enchanted as ere beneath the waning moon was haunted by woman wailing for her demon lover. And midst this chasm with ceaseless turmoil seething, as if this earth in fast thick pants were breathing, a mighty fountain momently was forced, amid whose swift half-intermittent bursts huge fragments vaulted like rebounding hail, or chaffy grain beneath a thresher's flail. Amid these dancing rocks at once and ever it flung up momently the sacred river. 5 miles meandering with a mazy motion, through hill and dale the sacred river ran, and reached the caverns measureless to man, then sank in tumult to a lifeless ocean. In midst this tumult Kubla heard from far ancestral voices prophesizing war. The shadow of the dome of pleasure vaulted midway on the waves, and was heard with length and measure to the fountain and the caves. It was a miracle of rare device, a sunny pleasure dome with caves of ice. A damsel with a dulcimer in a vision once I saw. It was an Abyssinian maid, and on her dulcimer she played, singing of Mount Arbor. Now could I revive within me her symphony and song to such a deep delight would win me that with music loud and long I would build that sunny dome, the pleasure dome, those caves of ice, and all who heard would see them there and all would cry, beware, beware, his flashing eyes, his floating hair, weave a circle round him thrice, and close your eyes with holy dread, for he on honeydew hath fed and drunk the milk of paradise. Samuel Taylor Coleridge, thanks you. The two words that always came up for me when I think about that Opium Dream poem is that it felt and feels to me, even now after reciting it a number of times, like a narcotic embrace. And that's what I'm calling this song, which is a rewrite of a song that I did about 2 months ago. It's an exhortation to resist the narcotic embrace. We all must resist the narcotic embrace of unqualified leaders who won the last race, creating new fictions as they try to save face, but we all must resist their narcotic embrace. We all must resist the sarcophagal smile as talking heads serve up our ration of bile. The news of the world they claim to compile, but we all must resist their sarcophagal smile. With our heads in the sand, we would be so much further ahead. We would rise from our slumber just before we were certified dead. We all must resist the imperial airs of bully boy leaders without any cares, or unless we want, we all must resist the imperial airs of bully boy leaders without any cares, or else face a world without any airs. Yes, we all must resist their imperial airs. We all must insist on resistance itself, unless we all want to end up on a shelf with the mystic, the demon, the giant, the elf. Oh, we all must insist on resistance itself. With our backs to the wall, we might find that we have no excuse but to take charge and stand up to all of this current abuse. We all must resist the narcotic embrace of a passive acceptance of a world with no grace. Time to speak truth to power and forget our own place. And we all must resist the narcotic embrace. Thank you.
All right, this song I'm going to play is, it's about bipolar personalities, and if you've ever had to deal with that, it's a little crazy. So I actually wrote a song about it, and I was having a conversation with a friend of mine about this because he had to deal with this. So here's the song. It's called Two People in One. People where there should be one. I took a look around the room. I could see that you left too soon. Was it something that I said or done? Two people where there should only be one. I see two people where there should be one. Ooh. what was real, what was meant to be. I've tried to help you, God knows I've tried. One person lives and the other one dies. One person lives and the other one dies. I don't think that I can stay. See that I have helped you in many ways. I see the light and the open door. Set me free, I'll be here no more. I took one look around the room. I could see that you left too soon. I never thought that I would see two people where only one should be. Two people where only one should be.
Well, this first song is a song that is about forgiveness. Met an old man the other day. His eyes were tired and his voice was frail. He said, don't want to take too much of your time, but I'd love to tell you about that son of mine. You remember when he was just 8, how he'd take things apart just to see how they're made. Then in a crowded place at 17, he screamed, I hate you. It was quite the scene. Still I want to see my son shine. Want to see him melt and climb and shine bright as the morning star. Yeah, I know that he can go far. "20 years have passed, I know it's a shame. Life's too short to play such a game. But we're knit from the very same cloth, too proud to simply shake it off. Saw my doctor the other day, gave me 3 months to live, guess that's the breaks. So now I'm on a search to find my son. Gotta tell him these words before my time is done. Yeah, I wanna see my son shine. Wanna see you melt and climb and shine bright as the morning star. Yeah, I know that you can go far. It's my search that brings me here today. I heard he moved south and lives by the bay. He's probably working as an engineer. You know lots of folks, so can you help me here? And I was drawing a blank, so all I could think of was to stand and shout for all to hear. This man wants to see his sun shine, wants to see a mountain climb and shine bright as the morning star. Yeah, I know that he can go far. And out of the back of the bar arose a well-dressed young man who bore a resemblance to the older man. And with eyes welled with tears, filled with love and regret, it taught all of us watching of the need to forgive and forget. Thank you.
Is decidedly guitar driven. I haven't played this here for a long time. I might take this opportunity to push my channel on YouTube. It's called The Sound Factory MI, but if you just put the name Paul Epstein in quotes, you should see one of the videos come up, and then click on the name of the channel and you could find all 100 of them collapsed in front of you maybe, or it takes a couple clicks to do that. This song, well, is about something we probably need very badly about now. There has been one already, and it's made things go the absolutely wrong way. But I've never believed in revolution. I never will. I never did. But a bloodless war is a totally different matter. This is called the Bloodless War.